Imagine you work with someone whose mood changes all the time. In the morning, they seem cheerful. After lunch, they are cold and quiet. Later in the afternoon, they suddenly sound angry. And you never really know which version of this person you are going to meet. In English, should you call that person emotional?
A lot of learners might choose that word.
Yes, but emotional may not give the meaning they want.
If you call someone emotional, you might mean that they feel things deeply or that they show their feelings easily. That can be neutral or even sympathetic. But if you mean the person's moods change quickly and unpredictably, especially in a difficult way, a better word is usually moody.
So, emotional and moody are not just two versions of the same idea.
Right, they point to different emotional patterns. Hello, I'm teacher Sammy.
And I'm Jonathan.
This is English in Asia, where we talk about how English is actually used in real life, not just how words are translated in a dictionary.
And today we're talking about emotional and moody.
These two words both connect to feelings, but they do not describe the same kind of person or situation.
And this is a useful distinction because using the wrong word can change the way people understand your meaning.
Let's start with emotional. The word emotional can simply mean connected to feelings, emotions, or the mind.
So it does not always describe a person's personality.
Exactly. For example, we can talk about emotional health.
That means mental or emotional well-being.
Right. If we say emotional health is important, we are not saying someone is unstable or difficult.
We're talking about the feeling side of health.
Yes, emotional can describe the part of life connected to feelings, stress, relationships, grief, happiness, fear, and other inner experiences.
So, in that sense, emotional is not negative.
Not at all.
Emotional can also describe a moment when people feel something strongly.
Yes, a wedding can be emotional, a goodbye can be emotional, a reunion between family members can be emotional.
So, if someone says, "It was an emotional moment," that often means the moment was moving.
Exactly. It may make people cry or feel deep happiness, sadness, relief, or love.
So, emotional can mean strong feeling, but not necessarily a bad kind of strong feeling.
Right, it depends on the situation.
A movie can be emotional.
And a speech can be emotional.
A song can be emotional.
And all of those can be positive, painful, beautiful, or serious.
What about when we say someone is an emotional person?
That usually means the person feels things deeply or shows feelings easily.
So maybe they cry easily during movies.
Yes, or they are easily moved by a story, a song, or a meaningful moment.
That does not necessarily mean they are difficult to work with.
Exactly. It does not automatically mean unstable, unpredictable, or unpleasant.
It may even sound like the person has a warm heart.
Sometimes, yes.
Of course, emotional can be negative in some contexts. If someone says, he got too emotional during the meeting, that may mean he lost control of his feelings.
But the word itself does not automatically mean the person's mood keeps changing.
Right, that is the key point.
So now we need moody.
Yes, moody describes someone whose mood changes often, especially in a way that affects other people.
So a moody person may be friendly one minute and irritated the next.
Exactly. Or quiet, cold, angry, sad, cheerful, and then upset again without a clear reason.
So moody often has a negative feeling.
It usually does when we describe a person. If you say he's moody, it often means he is difficult to deal with because you do not know what mood he will be in.
So moody is closer to unpredictable mood changes.
Yes, not just strong feelings, changing moods.
Let's use the workplace example. It's hard to work with him because he is emotional.
It could mean he becomes too upset, angry, or sensitive at work.
But it is a little broad.
Yes, it does not clearly say his moods change all the time.
So if the problem is that his mood changes from friendly to angry to cold very quickly, then moody is more direct.
Exactly. It's hard to work with him because he's so moody.
That tells us the problem is not just that he has feelings.
Right, everyone has feelings.
The problem is that his mood changes in a way that makes other people uncomfortable or unsure.
Exactly.
I think this is important because some learners may avoid emotional because they think it is always negative.
Yes, but it isn't. That was an emotional speech. I may mean it was powerful and moving.
And if I say, she became emotional when she talked about her father, that may mean she started to cry or felt strong sadness or love.
Right, that does not mean she is a difficult person.
It means the topic touched her deeply.
Exactly.
So, emotional often focuses on depth or strength of feeling.
Yes, and moody focuses more on changeability.
That's a good distinction. Strong feeling. Changing mood.
Right, especially changing mood in a way that other people notice.
Can we call someone moody just because they cry during a sad movie?
No, not usually. If they cry during a sad movie, they may be emotional.
Because the movie moved them.
Yes. But if they are happy, then suddenly annoyed, then silent, then angry, and this happens often, then we might say they are moody.
So, moody suggests a pattern.
Exactly. A moody person has changing moods, and the changes may feel difficult for people around them.
And emotional can be just one moment.
Yes, someone can get emotional at a wedding, at a funeral, during a meaningful song, or during a serious conversation.
That does not mean they are moody.
Right.
There's also a social side to this.
Yes, both words can be sensitive when used to describe people.
If you call someone moody, it can sound critical.
Very critical. It suggests the person is hard to deal with.
And if you call someone emotional in the wrong tone, it can also sound dismissive.
Yes, for example, if someone has a serious concern and you say, "You're just emotional," that can sound insulting.
Because it sounds like you are not taking their concern seriously.
Exactly.
So these words are useful, but they should be used carefully.
It is often better to describe the behavior instead of labeling the person.
For example,
Instead of saying, "She's moody," you might say, "Her mood changes very quickly."
that sounds less like an attack.
Yes.
Or instead of saying he's too emotional, you might say he got upset during the meeting.
That describes what happened.
Exactly. In real communication, that is often safer.
So let's bring this together. Emotional can mean related to feelings or mental well-being.
Like emotional health.
It can also describe a moment with strong feeling.
Right, like an emotional speech, an emotional reunion, or an emotional movie.
And an emotional person may be someone who feels deeply or shows feelings easily.
Right.
Moody describes a person whose mood changes often, especially in a way that feels difficult or unpredictable.
Yes, a moody person may be cheerful one moment and cold or angry the next.
So emotional is about strong feelings.
And moody is about changing moods.
That difference can completely change the meaning.
Exactly.
If there are any English personality words that seem close but feel difficult to use naturally, leave them in the comments. Words about people can be especially tricky because one small change can make your meaning sound much softer or much more critical.
Thanks for listening to English in Asia.
We hope this helps you understand the difference between emotional and moody.
And we'll see you next time. If this kind of video is useful for you, please subscribe. And if you have a question, leave it in the comments.